what I have here today, September 9th, 2012. There's a pocket watch. Oh, of course. Problem with this watch was, I should have screwed it in. Too lazy. It rotated within the case. It's a key wind key set. I have the screw loose. Didn't matter. You know, it rotates within the case. I don't care if the screws tighten or not. And the reason is, well, now we get to this side. I should raise this higher. Oh, would I snap it shut? Well, I'll just let it fall out. Oh, look at that, how convenient. Oh, I can't get it out. I forgot to put on my spare eyes. Damn it. Okay, so the problem with this is it's spun in the case, and the reason being, where's my, I'll use this as a pointer. Right here, you can see here, there's supposed to be a pin sticking out there. And, well, there was a pin in there, but it was, just like to say, let's say, sheared off at the, you know, at the surface here. And what the pin does, let me put this aside, is in the case, oh, you can see right there, there is a corresponding hole in the case for the pin to go into, so the watch does not rotate when you wind it, or just in general. And since that pin was sheared off, I don't know how, I don't know where the other piece went, the watch rotated. Now I already took the pin out, because I wasn't going to make a video, but I figured maybe someone wants to watch this. How I took the pin out? Well, I got all these tiny drills here that you can see. So I picked one that was smaller than that pin, and I have this, I guess they call it a pin vise, and I shoved it in here, the drill, put it in here, and I drilled it a little bit, not all the way through, but enough that I was able to get my little screwdriver here and pry that pin right out. And I have it right here in this container. Let's see if we can see it. Well, let's see how close can we go. Well, what's left of that brass pin is over here on the left. I have to see if I can steady this. Yeah, here it is. I drilled into a little bit and I pried it out, and that's what's left of it. Now this thing on the right, this is the replacement. Yeah, I have to fit it to size. I wanted to use brass, but I don't have any brass or copper. Well, I have copper wire, but I really have to file the crap out of it to get it to the right diameter. I have something here called copper clad steel that's tin plated. So I cut off a piece of that and I'm fitting it to size right now. It still may be a little bit too long, but what I plan to do next is to shove this in the hole in the watch movement and pound it in a little bit, because I think that's how it's held in place, and then see how it fits in the case. Maybe a little bit too long, and so I'll just take it out and file it down a little bit, but that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna have to stop and continue my journey with this watch. There's the watch again. What's that? PS Bartlett. It runs, so I'm gonna see if I can fix that. Let's see, hopefully I'll continue this video later after I get it in, so stay tuned for more. I'm gonna wait till it gets to 5. You know, it's a nice even number. Yeah, I'm back. Excuse me, just finished eating lunch. So what I did was, I didn't do this on camera because it's just a pain in my neck. Let's see if it'll be kind enough to focus. Oh, come on, please focus, please focus. Yeah, there you go. So you can see I took that pin that I made and I pushed it into the hole. Doesn't stick out much. Doesn't have to, I guess. Or, well, it depends on the hole in the case. That's what I found out, that it was too long and I had to take some off. So this is the end result. You see how far it sticks out. I didn't put my finger there, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, so it's not in there that good because the wire is a little bit too small in size. I have to keep my eyes open for a larger diameter wire, but it will do for now. So to finish this off, I put it in there, and I had to line up the hole with the hole in the case. Now, they put a little ding mark on this case. Yeah, you really probably can't see it, but it's over here. So I know where the hole is. So we shall see if we can get this in, because it's always a pain because of the freaking hinged cover is in my way. It's not in yet. How come it doesn't want to go in? There you go. Maybe it's, yeah, so it falls in place. Can I touch that? No, I'm gonna close it. Now I got to put the screw well, I'll show you first. Well, you have to take my word for it because I could be acting, but let me see if I can grab this, and you see it's rocking, but it ain't rotating because that pin is doing its job. So now all I have to do is I sat down now. Well, let me turn this thing so I can see. So all I have to do now is tighten the screw, which I have to of course it doesn't cooperate. I had to make sure this is pressed down. I don't want to touch. Let's see if I can tighten the screw. Yes, I was able to. Excuse me. You know, these cases get in the way with the screwdriver because the screwdrivers aren't long. That's as much as I'm going to take it for now. Let me turn it back over again. So I tightened up the case screw. Where's my tweezers? Tightened up this case screw over here. Guess you can see that. And now let's see. It doesn't rock. It's rock steady. Doesn't rock, doesn't rotate. It's in. So that's how you do that. I'm not going to snap this closed because it's a pain in the ass to take off. I still have to do some other stuff to this watch, I think. I think I got to take it apart, clean and oil it. So anyway, there you go. Just the same thing I used for drilling the hole. You gotta watch out when you drill the hole that you do it onto the pin and not into the, they call it the pillar plate of the watch, because you don't want to expand that hole. So you have to be careful with that. And this is what I use for the drill. I also use for making my pin because I could shove the pin in there. And oh, here's the file I use to file the pin to the correct length. So I use the pin vise for drilling, and I use the pin vise for finishing off my pin. I don't have a drill press, so I got stuck with this. This brass is pretty soft, so this thing with the drill went right into it, no problem. So I was relieved with that. So anyway, that's all I have to say today. And oh, this part will let it run out to 5 minutes too. So let me flip this over to this, the good side as I like to call it. You can take a look-see of the movement, see, and I'd call it quits.